cracking toast, Gromit.
About 15 years have passed since their last adventure, but Wallace is back to inventing, and Gromit is back to dealing with his inventions in Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl, one of few new movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with some new films starring Keke Palmer and Pamela Anderson, Christopher Abbott as the Wolfman, and Robbie Williams as an ape. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. Our first movie is Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl, the latest adventure in Nick Park's Oscar-winning claymation franchise starring Wallace, the eccentric inventor, and Gromit, his mute but smarter dog. This time around, Wallace invents a garden gnome robot oddly named Norbot who is designed to take care of your gardening and even inspires his inventor to start another business.
Oh, don't forget the edges.
Strimmer!
Careful, lad.
Pointlessly blowing leaves around!
Oh, whoops-a-daisy.
The movie also serves as a sequel to their second adventure, The Wrong Trousers, because the diamond thief penguin Feathers McGraw is back for revenge. You might suggest that the gnome story is inspired by a Simpsons parody, or it's essentially a remake of The Wrong Trousers, but Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl is a lot more than that. I've been concerned about how our favorite animated characters have been so indulged with modern amenities that they have forgotten what older technology was, and in this movie, Wallace has forgotten how to use a teapot, and Gromit needs a human hand to pet him. It represents that in an honest way, but it also continues the magic that has delighted fans for over 30 years, and Nick Park, who co-directs the film with Merlin Crossingham, is a surefire genius. Our next movie is Wolfman, the latest monster movie reboot focusing on the Wolfman who was previously portrayed by the likes of Lon Chaney Jr. and Benicio del Toro. Now the lead is Christopher Abbott, whose last animal role was when he played a jerk punished with the brain of a goat and poor things. That's basically what this reboot has. Here he plays a stay-at-home dad who takes his wife, Julia Garner, and little girl Matilda Firth to his homeland of Oregon to pack up his recently departed father's things, but this trip takes a turn for the worse when something hairy pursues the family.
Climb up through the window right there. You can do it. You'll be okay. You okay?
Of course, we know that this werewolf scratches Abbott and he starts to become one himself, hence the title, Wolfman.
What's wrong with Daddy? He got sick.
What is happening to me?
There are some interesting moments in Wolfman, like how the possessed father seems to be in some kind of a void where he thinks that his loved ones are speaking in a different language, and the opening scene has a lot more thrills than what this overall movie can bring, and it has to be mostly dark so we can't completely judge whether or not the special effects are crappy. This reboot was directed by Lee Whannell, who did a much better job bringing the Invisible Man to the 2020s and the Me Too era. Monster movie reboots have their ups and downs, but this one barks up the wrong tree. We improve quickly, however, with our next movie, One of Them Days, and unlike most of the commercial comedies we've been getting lately like Unfrosted or Jackpot, this one works with laughs and attitude. Keke Palmer and SZA in her film debut play two roommates in a crappy LA apartment. Palmer has a very important job interview while SZA unwisely asks her boyfriend to pay their rent. Of course, he blows the money and now the girls have to come up with the money by 6 p.m. or they'll face eviction.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
You want a loan?
If you don't have the money this month, you're not gonna have it next month.
My credit score is currently a little... Are you having a heart attack?
I've never seen a credit score this low.
You lucky she holding me back. You lucky she holding me back.
They'll do anything to raise funds, even if it means donating blood or stealing expensive sneakers from telephone wires.
Oh my God, bitch, I thought I killed you.
We need our money ASAP. Come on.
The story can be a bit over the top, but there's a lot of energy within the girls' money plans, which you can tell will fail at first, but know they will thrive later on. Palmer and SZA both have chemistry and likability, and One of Them Days knows how to be funny and consistent. I like the way they use Cat Williams, Laurel Howery, and Maud Apatow in the mix, and I appreciate how the film thrives in a time of great cynicism within the movie world. Oh, what am I saying? This is a funny movie. Our next movie is Better Man, and the reason why we're seeing British singer and former Take That member Robbie Williams as a CGI chimp is because he claims he feels less evolved than that, and that's one of the interesting aspects of the film. Williams voices himself while Jono Davies portrays him as both a youngster and a simian adult self through motion capture and CGI, so I guess we have another CGI ape movie like the latest Planet of the Apes films.
I'm getting famous! Shut up, you tits!
Off, Glenn!
Mother!
Better Man was directed by Michael Gracie, who is best known for directing The Greatest Showman. His latest film allows Williams to remind us about a different side to him, not just as an ape, but also as a broken man who eventually finds his way again. It does become repetitive when he sees negative versions of himself at his concerts, which would be an example of self-doubt, but there's a lot of aspects to appreciate here. If you are an American who has heard about this singer, then you'll give the movie a chance. And our last movie is The Last Showgirl, and this is a real comeback vehicle for Pamela Anderson, whose name I haven't heard of in a while. She plays a Las Vegas showgirl named Shelley, who has an estranged daughter and is part of the Razzle Dazzle, which is coming to a close after 4 decades. Its alumni also includes Brenda Song, Kieran Shipka, Jamie Lee Curtis, and their producer is Dave Bautista.
Our show is legendary.
It is, but Razzle Dazzle, it's old. It's the last show of its kind on the strip.
You know, that's what makes it so special. The fact that it's the last one. It's a show. The costumes. The sets.
Look, it is a dinosaur, Shelley.
I think we're getting noticed tomorrow.
Are you kidding? You heard this from Muffy?
Yeah.
The Last Showgirl doesn't have a strong character study, but it does allow us to see Anderson excel as an actress who started to get more attention by being the February 1990 Playboy Playmate of the Month and as a Baywatch star, and is now working her way to a life-changing performance. Recapping the new movies I reviewed this week: thumbs way up for Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl, thumbs down for Wolfman, thumbs up for One of Them Days, thumbs up for Better Man, and thumbs up for The Last Showgirl. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.